Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about a Heroic Heavy Plasma build for the Heavy class in patch 11.0 Space Marine 2. Now the Heroic Heavy Plasma is a pretty damn good weapon in this game. The Heavy Plasma in general is one of the best options in Space Marine 2 overall, and the Heroic perk effect is called Plasma Hail. In heavy stance, get an increase in fire rate instead of charged shots, so basically your gun turns into a fully automatic weapon with this perk, though you are completely incapable of having charged shots at all, even outside of heavy stance, so kind of a downside there, but for the most part, the damage you can put out of this thing is pretty tremendous, though you do run out of ammo very, very quickly on this weapon, which is why we're building for ammo today. So first perk I take here is Common Cooling. Common shots generate 10% less heat. You know, we're all common shots on this weapon anyways, so pretty damn good option here. Next perk is Rapid Cooling. After killing 7 enemies in rapid succession, this weapon does not heat for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Now, there is a mechanic with this weapon where you can pretty much never overheat anyways, but having this does help out quite a bit. Next perk is Heavy Velocity, which unfortunately does literally nothing for you because all the heavy stance and like charge shot perks don't matter at all for this version of the weapon, so you kind of have to pick up some trash perks no matter what, so that does kind of suck, but that's just what we have to do here. Next perk is Plasma Collection. Moving here into the perk Efficient Charge, which also does nothing for us, and move here into the perk Adamant Restoration. When your health drops below 30%, your ammo reserve is stored by 25% of the maximum capacity. Cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity, the cooldown is 30 seconds. Now this perk is actually pretty good for ammo economy, mainly because it gives you a drip feed the entire match, though I will say it is better with the perk over here, Fortitude, than if you take Strategic Stand, mainly because there is a 30% HP threshold for this perk to actually activate, which is pretty dangerous in this game, to be honest, with that Fortitude. That can put you in like one-shot territory, so having that perk definitely helps out quite a bit, like the synergy on this perk here. Next perk is Heavy Fire, moving here into the perk Weapon Strike for a 50% melee damage increase. Then I pick up the perk Brutal Rampage. After killing 3 or more enemies with one shot, you deal 25% more damage for 5 seconds. This perk is pretty damn good even on the Heroic variant, mainly because you can one-shot Minoras with this weapon anyways, especially on Tyranids, because Tyranids just get one shot all the time, so pretty good option here. And the final 2 perks I grab are Fast Venting and Plasma Collection, because this perk just helps you with more ammo, and more ammo is really what you need on this gun anyways. That's pretty much all there is for the primary selection. Now it's time to talk about the secondary weapon. Now for the secondary weapon here, I did take the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol, mainly because we were going for a full plasma build anyway, so kind of a no-brainer, on top of the fact that this gun just has amazing CHP recovery, amazing stagger, amazing damage, and even the ammo economy is not horrific on this class anyway, so pretty good option. The way we build it is pretty much the same as always, which is going down the top tree for our ammunition perks and things like Perpetual Velocity for a faster charge rate. Then we pick up stuff like Divine Might for a 10% damage increase. Then we pick up the perk here, Plasma Collection, again for even better energy reserves. Now, unfortunately, the Plasma Pistol does kind of suffer if you just go down the bottom tree, because you will just run out of ammo so damn fast that I really would just recommend building it this way, because this is just the overall best setup in my opinion. Now, for the heavy perk tree, I do take Restoration first. Killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores an armor segment. The cooldown is 15 seconds. Now, armor restore on a drip feed like this is incredible in Space Marine 2, even with a 15-second cooldown, mainly because any amount of armor remaining in this game will reduce all melee damage to 0, even from bosses, so really good option here, and much better than multi-kill, and especially auxiliary ammunition. Next perk here is Strategic Stand. While you are in heavy stance, dealing damage restores 15% more contested health, and you don't lose control of heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back, but you will not be able to move. Now, not being able to move really does not matter on this perk at all, because if you're properly using heavy stance, you just get out of anything anyways, and the 50% more contested health here is really nice, and the no knockback is very good on this build, because unfortunately, if you are building for ammo on the Heroic Plasma, you cannot pick up heavy immunity, which is the no knockback effect that's built into the weapon. So because of that, this perk kind of makes up for that for us here, which is really, really nice. Though if you want to take Fortitude, you definitely could. Next perk here is Overwhelming Power. When Iron Halo is active, all team members within 10 meters deal 10% more range damage. This perk will trigger simultaneously with the perk over here, Brute Force, for a 15% range damage increase on top of this one for a total of 25%. Really nice perk interaction, mainly because the Iron Halo actually counts as in cooldown and active simultaneously with Brute Force, so pretty funny synergy there. Next perk here is Additional Supplies. Ammo capacity for all team members' primary weapons increases by 25%. This perk is pretty nice for me because I'm playing this mission solo, especially since it gives me better triggers on auxiliary reload down here. This perk says melee kills of extremis level or higher enemies destroy your primary weapon's ammo by 1 magazine. Now, on a heavy plasma weapon, since you don't have a magazine, you actually just get a percentage restore based on the total ammunition in your weapon, which means this perk will just give you better triggers on this one. So pretty good synergy there. Next perk is Consecutive Execution. Killing 7 enemies in rapid succession restores equipment charged by 1. The cooldown is 90 seconds. Now, 90-second melt-a-bombs, crack grenades, shock grenades, even frags, they will just save your life at times. Melt-a-bombs especially will just remove extremis from a boss fight, which is like the hardest part of a boss fight in most cases anyway, so really good option, one of the best perks in the entire game, and really any equipment restore in Space Marine 2 is top tier, and this is no different. Next perk down here is Power Regulator for less energy loss on our Iron Halo, and then we go over here to Brute Force for the reasons I previously mentioned, and finish off with the perk Offensive Capability. When active, Iron Halo deals damage over time to all enemies within 5 meters. This perk is deceptively good. It will get you so many free executes on Majoris, Extremis, even bosses sometimes. Being able to just pop up your Iron Halo and deal free damage is just a super powerful effect. Also be able to destroy things like Bramble and stuff like that, so really good overall. Though I will say Conversion Field down here is also very strong for ability recharge, and Coolant Reserve just sucks, so don't pick this one up. Now for our prestige perk selection, I do take Auxiliary Reload first because having better ammo economy on this weapon especially is just pretty mandatory in my opinion. And the next perk here is Conviction. When your armor is fully depleted, you will take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. This is one of the best damage reduction perks in the entire game, and if you are not taking Fortitude like we aren't this time, so we're taking Strategic Stand, you definitely want this perk because this is just going to make you far tankier, so great option. Final perk here is, of course, Indomitable Spirit. While performing a gun strike, you don't lose control from heavy hits and can't be knocked back. This perk is pretty much mandatory as well, in my opinion. There are simply times that a gun strike will just not work without this perk, and you will get stun locked and die. So having this one is just a far better option overall. And the last perk selection is up to you. You could take Exponential Force, you could take Duelist, you could take Reverberating Impact. These are all pretty decent. Home Precision is pretty dog shit. They probably should change this perk, but for now, you know, it is up to you what you want to take last. These are the only 3 mandatory perks in my opinion, and that is pretty much all there is for the perk tree. So that is pretty much all there is for this build, guys. The Heavy Plasma Incinerator is some of the best guns in Space Marine 2. The Heroic one has a ridiculous amount of DPS for single targets, especially if you have a tactical on your team to enable you with an Auspex like Precise Calibration and Concentrated Fire. A really good synergy there to just positively wipe out a boss on hard strats and operations, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more. And if you want to catch me live to ask me questions about the game or just coming out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch, the link in the video description, alongside a link to my community Discord. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye. So it's gonna get better next patch. I'm aura farming them with the
Contact. Ready anti-psychic tactics. Zone through.
Pew, 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 pew. There's the ammo way back there, so we kind of do this. You're next.
Kill confirmed. Major turret in threat.
Pew, 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 pew. See? Stand your ground. It's all about the strategic stand. Don't stop.
Tyranid invasion. High priority Tyranid eliminated.
All this bramble.
Noxious agent.
All the bramble.
Specialized bioform neutralized. Iron Haven online.
The plasma autocannon, pretty much. It's unfortunate this thing runs out of ammo so much. Like, we built for full ammo on this. Even additional supplies when we have encompassing Aegis on. We're still almost out. Granted, we did just kill a Carnifex, which is one of the 2 bosses here.
Elite level Xenos. Pacified.
Right, no stim. Well, oh, finally, a melt-a-bomb.
Iron Haven
Instead of
ready.
just doing like random amounts of stagger with strategic Pitified Wrath. What Warhammer is this? This is the second Warhammer.
Clear to advance.
Seems so weird to me that Heavy can perfect parry, but Bulwark can't. Well, Bulwark can. Bulwark can definitely do that. Only 39,998 Warhammers to go. An easy number. What chapter is your Heavy? I'll try to call these guys.
Observe ground.
They're not the Bringers of Judgment, those are a different chapter.
Iron Halo protocol in progress.
We're a Dark Angel successor, though.
Meltabomb prepared.
Okay. You're cool.
Going for a fast tyranny. Use caution. Raven put down. Xenos Psychic, enhanced tactic ready. Conversion operational.
Once you hit him, you don't actually lose HP.
We approach the Reclamation Center entrance.
Question, are block weapons considered stronger in general for melee? Yes. Yes, they are. Yeah, Cowled Wardens, that's the one. That is the one. What do you think is the best weapon for the heavy class? Heavy plasma, multi-melta, pretty equivalent. Why is the gun not generating any heat? If you hit your reload button every time, you can just pull it immediately and fire again. That's the benefit of this one being an auto-fire gun, because you don't have to charge up any shots. Just do that the entire time. If you hit reload every time you fire, just infinite.
Ready for next encounter. The reclamation machines are inactive.
Welcome, ministers. System reset required. Initiate rapid reawakening at all consoles to terminate hibernation. Vessel detected. Sharing nearby blessings of the machine core.
Does it work at all heavy plasma or just a heroic one? I'm pretty sure it's just a heroic one. I mean, you wouldn't really want to do it on normal one anyways because you just want to charge up your shots for the most part. Unless you're fighting a horde. Oh, you're funny.
Prepping Meltamon. Tyranny to be eradicated. Fireball detected. Counter tactics engaged. No target for calling up Crestman. Tactic ready. The fortress remains sealed. We have to activate these consoles. Xenos countermeasures successful. The fortress remains sealed.
I think patch 12 has been low-key, been delayed to next month. There's been no word unless it's a shadow drop. Define no word. I mean, I guess there's no word if you don't read anything they post. But they said like probably over 10 times at this point. It's coming at the end of the month.
Refilling magazines. Specialized bioform neutralized.
Under a rock again? I mean, pretty much.
Fortress remains sealed. We have to activate these consoles.
I don't know, if you don't read anything, it's true. There's been no word. If we don't read any newsletters ever, there's been zero information
Iron
on Patch 12. Don't worry, I have videos on that if you're curious about the release date. For what we know so far. To anybody who asks, why do you talk about the release date in every video? This is why. YouTube chat stays winning. Because people just don't know. Like, they genuinely don't know. I find this always very funny to me. They're like, oh, I already know about this perk. I already know about this. It's like, how self-centered can you be to possibly think you're the only one that knows about a perk or a build? Or like, or excuse me, not that you're the only one, but that that nobody else would possibly not know about it, I should say. That everything from like a dedicated gamer is common knowledge. Main character syndrome, yeah, pretty much.
terminated later class.
Well, I know, therefore it's worthless, as everybody else ridiculous to say.
Iron Halo online. Elite level Xenos. Pacified. Stone. Removed from combat. Enhanced tactic ready.
Do you think a Grey Knight cosmetic pack is coming in the future? No. Grey Knights are like way too different of a chapter. First of all Grey Knights are librarians to begin with, so it wouldn't make any sense. And they already said they're not adding in Grey Knight or psychic powers for this game. They have no intentions to. It mops upwards though. Look at this. Why we're so damn ammo efficient. Other than Titus having psychic powers, I mean, he doesn't have any psychic powers.
Material located.
Titus is just protected by the Emperor. That's really all it is. Titus just built different, exactly. Does he know? He knows. My favorite chapter. I know you're trolling Tiffs, but it's Blood Angels. First time catching your stream, love your content, keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Very much, dude. I'm glad I could help. What classes do you think will be available off the bat in Space Marine 3? Probably every class that's in this game by the time it ends, or at least like, I mean, guaranteed the base classes in this game. But I wouldn't be surprised if Space Marine 3 launches with less than we have here, and you also have to rebuy all the cosmetic packs.
We have accessed the fortress, Captain.
I also imagine Space Marine 3 is probably going to be like an actual live service game. So like they have like an MTX store and everything.
Placing melter.
Boom.
Execute iron cable tactics. Surely unnerved. Major tyranny threat.
That guy Nate with you 5 tier 1s. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. God damn.
New path ahead. Obtaining armaments.
Okay. Would you recommend playing this game on Steam Deck? Well, let's see. Let me think about how many times I've played this game on Steam Deck. Never. So maybe. The definite maybe. When I played on Steam Deck one time, I'll let you know if you play it on Steam Deck. Until then, I have no idea.
Iron Haven ready.
Okay, you felt that.
Enhanced tactics ready. Zone for contact. Ready anti-cyclic tactics. Zone throw neutralized.
Why don't you just heal right now if you have the shot? Why would I? Well, first of all, we have a... I mean, heal CHP, number one. So if you take a big hit and you have nothing to shoot back, you can use a sim.
Iron Haven online.
We also have Conviction, and we also have a perk active right now that if we're below 30% HP... Oh, here we go. Ooh, look at that. If we're below 30% HP, we get stuff back. We get ammunition back. Anything drops us more.
Destroyed. Thermal explosive ready. Specialized bioform neutralized. Neutralize Carnatex by any means.
We'll have ammunition in this room, so...
Self-triage.
Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. I guess we will. Don't keep shooting my gun.
Right.
Oh. Okay, that's where a sim would have been better.
Grapple tactic successful. The lift will take us to the cannons.
Oh dear. Alright, thank you. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
Guardian ready initiated. Xenos countermeasure successful.
We wasted a stim, and then we didn't have a stim for the portion we actually need the stim. For the guy asking why didn't you pre-heal, that's why. stuff like that.
Elite level Xenos. Pacify. All Tyranid combatants eliminated.
Well, that could have definitely been better.
Long-range Tyranid reported dead. Ready for
We
next
definitely could have not
combat.
wasted every resource we had via one grab in ping pong, but
The Tyranids seem to know you're close.
whatever.
Passing at the fortress. Then that is where they will die.
So you think Space Marine 3 will be full of microtransactions? I mean, definitely more than this game, but I don't really think that MTX stores are necessarily a bad thing for games. I mean, this is how MMOs have prospered for eons. It depends on how fairly priced. You know, it's like all things. It's how consumer friendly is the monetization scheme. And that really depends on the particular consumer, whether or not they
Reach
find
the
that
fortress's weapons.
unnecessary or not. Let's go here. Bro, why do lictor executions take so long? Also, the Carnifex and Neurothrope? Well, I mean, because they are long.
Unsettled
You're asking why.
detected.
Why is a 5-mile drive longer than a 2-mile drive? At the same mile per hour. Because it is.
You are near the last cannons. You will need to
I guess I could just use a time analogy for that, though, but...
console located.
$85 for Lanta's legendary prestige perk in this class to regen ammo. I mean, there's nothing that would ever show in this game that's been shown in this game that says they're ever gonna have like an MTX store around a DLC. First of all, they know that like Space Marine fans are cucks, and they will 100% buy every single cosmetic pack they possibly can. So that's where they're gonna put all their money. They don't have to sell gameplay mechanics in this game because why would they? You know, Darktide has to sell a new class, but because honestly, probably because of the cosmetic store, likely makes less money than this one, even though it has a higher price per. I haven't looked at their earnings report though, so I wouldn't know for sure. But like for all the complaining in Space Marine 2 about like, oh, this is too expensive. I mean, people buy it all the time. They wouldn't keep selling it.
The Hierophant aims its weapons at us. Steer clear.
They sell you more because they know they can. They could probably sell you $40 DLCs in this game. People would probably buy them. I would say, you know what? I would say the minimum amount, or actually the maximum amount that they would be able to sell things for in this game is like $10 cosmetic packs. They could probably double the price and people purchase them. If they said the DLC heads are $10, I think people would still buy it.
Kill confirmed. Major Tyranid threat.
Oh, hello there.
Tyranid threat.
Did I buy more?
Generator active.
A Saber, don't get any ideas from watching. Do not make the DLC $10. It would be controversial, but I think people will buy it. Oh dear. Were we blocked by someone there? That's nice, we're just getting our AP back immediately. Either way, I'll take it.
Xenos Psyche units wiped out.
Wasn't there another one somewhere there?
Service gun detected. Synchronized.
$5 is too expensive. Also, let me get that third Calgar model. True. I have to wonder, like, what's the overlap of tabletop players complaining about $5 DLCs in Space Marine 2 and normal 40k players? I thought they don't care.
High priority Tyrion eliminated. Near's dead. The Hierophant aims to feed the cannons with the energy from the generators.
Oh, you stupid idiot. You've been purged. Purged by bomb. The Melta purifies. It's in the holy text. They don't call it 40k for nothing, that's true. They should rename Magic to, like, Magic 1 million. That game's actually ridiculously expensive. You know, I got into Magic the Gathering before I ever got into
Activate the generators.
Warhammer, so by the time I saw Warhammer prices, I was like, wow, $40? It's a steal! Because I just got off Avacyn Restored, and I was like, holy shit. Why is Avacyn... Why is Jason Mind Sculpture still $100 when he's not even standard anymore?
Symptoms indicate the presence of toxins.
Come on.
Elite level Xenos pacified.
I had a kid rob me in my high school once. He took things out of my bag, and like he took my $5 bill. He skipped my 4 Jason Mind Sculptures though. He didn't have the elite ball knowledge.
Iron Halo tactics.
He stole my lunch money, yeah, dude. He took it out of my bag while I was in class.
Balance.
Didn't take my binder of magic cards though, dude. He didn't have the knowledge. The sacred knowledge.
The Hierophant aims its weapons at us. Iron Halo ready.
What a nerd, he missed that. If he was a nerd, he'd know.
Activating. Cannons are ready.
Perish. Where is he?
It expels its pollution.
I've never seen you play this guy.
Restocked.
Peak heavy gameplay. This is the peak of heavy gaming. Whatever. Where is he?
The Hierophant aims its weapons at us.
Ah, fuck. Oh, he missed. Ah, fuck. Oh, I'm just kidding. We're fine. Hold on. He used his smoke screen, dude. I haven't been bamboozled like that since Modern Warfare 2.
Iron Halo online.
There we go. Okay. That's it.
Take the shot on those damn towers and unleash the
That's some peak gaming. What perks you use for the heavy bolt pistol? I have a lot of videos on that if you're curious. I can definitely show you. Another W, boys.